Okay, so this is the best cardio for entrepreneurs and for energy. I do not want this to be like, this is what I do and it's great, so therefore you should do it. But I feel like I've lost 40 pounds since the end of August. I feel amazing every day. I feel better on a deficit than I did when I was eating over my calories. And I do think that for most people watching this, unless you're a professional athlete, I feel like the reason most people train, if we're sort of getting down to it, is you obviously want to look good, but you want to feel like the way you did when you were 18, 19, 20, 21. And what does that actually mean? And cardio, in a sense, is a little bit like praying. So that, how do you know if it worked, right? Well, how do you feel after? If you, like, a lot of times I'll walk 4, 5, 6, 7 miles. I kind of feel the same. A lot of times I did really intense HIIT cardio or really, really heavy incline walking, 15% incline, but I just felt destroyed the whole day, especially when I was on really low calories. But this is this is a cardio system that works, that actually gives you more energy. And then you can eat a cookie every day, a donut, still lose a pound a week. It's really, I don't want to say effortless, but it's so much bang for your buck. So this whole thing started with Dr. Alan Couzens. He's not really on Twitter so much anymore, but he's big on Substack. And he is an endurance athlete specialist. He trains a lot of Olympic athletes. And he says, he's most people want to train so they can feel like they did when they were 18. And he's like, if you look at the average 18-year-old who doesn't really work out that much, just plays sports once in a while, what is it actually like? So he's like, most 18-year-olds can do about 30 push-ups, 18-year-old males, about 30 push-ups, and they have a VO2 max, volume oxygen 2 max, around 45, 46, 47. So somewhere between a 7 and an 8 minute mile, depending on your body type. So to maintain that, to have the VO2 max of an 18-year-old in your 60s and 70s, he's like, the guys that I know that are doing that are doing about an hour of cardio a day. And he's like, but to maintain 30 push-ups, you need almost nothing. It's maybe 60 minutes a week. So he's like, my baseline recommendation for people that want to really feel great is 60 minutes of cardio a day and then 60 minutes of resistance training a week. And I remember reading this and really struggling with it because I'm very naturally a strength and power athlete. I was killing myself to be track and cross country captain. My fastest mile was 5:01. And it's because I have a polo player build. Robert E. Lee had really short legs, really long torso. That's what he was famous for. He looked great on a horse. You met him in person, it's just kind of a guy. I kind of have the same body type. If I'm sitting down, I look a lot taller than I am. So I really struggled, great at wrestling, but I didn't want to do the cardio. And then when I was all right, you know what? I really want to lose weight. I was training to be in a boxing match. I was I just want to get lean, get 12, 13% body fat. And I'm sort of on that journey. I've probably gotten around 8 to 12 pounds left, but 40 pounds down. So I was okay, I can do this to lose weight, because I did incline walking. You do regular walking to get 20,000 steps, which is roughly 1,000 calories burned. That's going to take you over 3 hours. So if you're doing an incline walking really intense, you can do that in an hour. So I was okay, I have a business to run. What you'll find is when you do really intense, the Dre walk, the 3.4 miles an hour, 15% incline, you can do it, but you're using your muscle glycogen and you're just gonna it makes your diet way harder. So I was all right, what if I kept my aerobic intensity to a 3 out of 10? Really do a pace that you can do for 3-4 hours. So for me, in the beginning, it was maybe 6.5 incline, 3 miles an hour. Now it's about 9% incline, 3.6 miles an hour. But, obviously I'm a lot leaner now than when I started. So burning anywhere from 600, 700, maybe 800 calories an hour, maybe sometimes 500 for some people, but I feel amazing the entire day. And I think the DBZ, when they're powering up and you're why is this taking forever? Zone 2 cardio, zone 1 cardio even takes forever. You do it for an hour, and it feels like nothing's happening, but then you just feel really good the whole day because your body just gets better and better and better at using fat for energy. So you get better at using all of your batteries. And everyone that I've told this to that started to do the same thing, like they just feel really good the whole day. And I was like, if you're training, just feel really good. It doesn't hurt. You're not sore. Like walking is super biomechanically efficient, but you can't beat the laws of physics. So it's really, really easy to walk at like a 3 out of 10 intensity, watch Netflix, whatever, for an hour, and then you're like, holy shit, I burned 700 calories. It's almost like a cheat. And it's really, really hard. You can eat a brownie a day and still lose weight if you track calories. So it's a pretty awesome system, and I will continue doing it. I think forever, because it's more about energy and how you feel than the number on the scale or even how you look in the mirror. And so I just want to share that with you guys.